Hello everyone. So I wanted to connect with you today. I have been at meetings with my daughter's teacher this morning, and I have meetings with my son's teacher tomorrow morning because both my kids have special needs. They've both got situations or circumstances that require them to have very special strategies to help them to learn, which is in one degree very challenging at times, but in others it's also very enlightening, because what it has helped me to recognize, and something that I feel a lot of women also kind of forget, is that when a child is struggling to learn, like both my children struggle to learn, we as the parents look at the situation and go, right, my kid is struggling, what can I do right at this moment to try and help my child? So we have children who are struggling in some way, shape or form. Likewise, if we've got friends that are struggling, what do? As women, we are naturally nurturing kind of people. So we go and we source the right strategies and the right support people to help our children or our friends to get through whatever challenge it is that they are facing. Would you agree? We don't just look at it and go, oh my God, they're challenging, no hope for them, good luck, and send them on their way. No, we research, we look, we seek help, we ask for help, we get out of our own way of what's it going to look like if I say my child's struggling and I actually need help. We just do what needs to be done because we know that they deserve the absolute best. So my question to you is, why do we go out of our way to find the best possible support and strategies? Why do we spend copious amounts of time researching their challenges and finding ways to give them strategies so that they can get what they need? Why do we do it for children but not for us? Because let me tell you something. If we don't do it for us when we are struggling, if we don't recognize that we need help, that sometimes we need strategies to be able to get through the muddy waters that we might find ourselves in, if we don't acknowledge that we ourselves need help, then how can we in the long term provide help for the people who rely on us to give it to them? This is probably one of the biggest light bulb moments that I had in my life. So 5 years ago, when we were struggling, my son and I were struggling, and it's so funny, you know, the on this day videos that come up on Facebook, so you can go down memory lane. Video came up today of Blair prior to us getting him diagnosed, and I looked at it and he came over and he said, "What are you watching, Mummy?" And I said, "Well, just have a look at this, darling. This is you 5 years ago." Actually, it was more than 5 years ago. Might have been 6 years ago. Anyway, he was out of control. You could see he was just bouncing, his thoughts were bouncing, his voice was out of control, everything about him was out of control. And I remember watching him feeling so helpless because I didn't know how to help him. And I remember going to parenting courses and reading every parenting book that I could, and doing the nutritional thing and doing the naturopath thing, and you know, I went down every possible avenue I could to help my child to settle within himself. I explored them all. And it got to a point where I was spending so much time exploring his options that I recognized I was not taking any ownership or responsibility for my own struggles. And so it wasn't until I shifted my focus ever so slightly to not only be spending all of my energy on him, but give me just even a tiny bit of energy to uncover what was going on within me. Because I recognized that I was on burnout. I was trying to take in all of his information to help my son, but I was full. I was full of crap, and I didn't have any space to take on any learnings, any research, any strategies that were going to help both of us in the long term, because I had too much other nonsense going on in my head, like, I'm such a failure, he's so out of control, we're never going to get through this, why did I get a kid that was so challenging? These were the thoughts that were going on in my head. So regardless of how much time and energy I put into trying to help him, my head and my head talk was sabotaging everything that I was learning because it couldn't take on anymore. So it got to a point where I recognized that I needed the strategies for me first. And when I was able to get the right kind of help, I could then be of better service to him. And this is the point of this entire message today, If you recognize that you would go above and beyond to help someone close to you find the strategies and the resources that they needed to benefit their long-term emotional health or physical health, you need to do the same for you. You deserve to do the same for you. Every single woman in this page and around the planet deserves to have access to strategies that are going to help them through the shit when it comes up. And I'm not talking about strategies like just go and take 5 deep breaths and push it all down because, you know, that emotion's not serving you. That is not a strategy. That is not even a coping mechanism. That is an excuse. That is an avoidance technique that is preventing you from actually getting the healing that you need. So, if you recognize that you are struggling, then please put your oxygen mask on you first before you go and save anybody else. Go and find the coaches and the experts that can help you to feel solid at your core again. Go and find the experts and the coaches that can give you the strategies so that when shit gets real, you don't have to just bottle it up. You don't have to just shove it to the side and go and take a few deep breaths. You've got something that you can physically do to get you back to center so you can then reapproach whatever situation it is that you find yourself in with a clearer mind, with clarity, and with some kind of plan in place so that you know when it happens, you know that you can get through it. You know that I love teaching women this. This is the entire purpose of my life outside of being a mum and a wife, is to help women with strategies. I love strategies. If you need strategies, please reach out, connect with me, and we'll have a chat about how any number of my strategies might be able to help you. That is if you resonate with me. You need to be able to trust the person that you work with. You need to be able to resonate and relate to the people that you are working with, and then ask them for help, because we want to help you. We want you to live with confidence. We want you to live with a tool belt full of strategies so that you know, regardless of what goes down in your life, you can do it and you can get through it with things that will really, really help you. Give yourself the same amount of love and attention and dedication that you would to your children or your family and friends if they were in need of help. And when you do that, when you can really own it and give yourself permission to step into what you deserve to have, then everyone around you is going to benefit. If you are recognizing that you are struggling, the only thing that is stopping you or preventing you from moving out of struggle street into some kind of flow is your ability to say, hey, I need it, I deserve it, and I'm going to give it to myself. The minute you do that, everything starts to shift. Thank you so much for your time, and I will talk in the next couple of days. Bye.